Well, morning all. We've had a bit of a lazy one so far today because it was quite wet earlier, heavy rain, so we'd made such good progress yesterday we decided just to sit here for the time being. We're going to get on our way now. I've got a bit of a weather window. Been looking back at the map. Through that hedge there is the M1, and Watford Gap Services is just here somewhere as well. Nowhere near the town of Watford. It's named after the little village on the hill. We're heading north and we're going up through the rest of the Buckby locks. There's about another 3 locks to go. Then we're at Napton Junction. Then we head down towards Braunston. We're going to stop somewhere to try and get some supplies on as well. Julia's been looking at the map and tells me that somewhere around here is a sewage farm. So between the M1, the main line, railway line, and a sewage farm. Who says romance is dead? Anyway, we'll talk to you later. So we're on our way, and we're in convoy, going through the locks up through Buckby. Girls are just behind us, having just done the last lock. Love these weeping willows. It's beautiful, the way they dangle over the canals. Really gorgeous. What did you get in the shop, girls?
Huh?
What did you get in the shop?
I got a canal boat. I'm going to sail it across the... How many canals? The many canals. There aren't 7 canals.
There's more than that.
The 7 seas.
What did you get, Astrid?
I got a glass pink horsey and I got a glass dog.
Very good. There we are then, Buckby Top lock number 7. So we've come all the way back up onto the top now. And there's a pub there as well, the New Inn. And I think we've only actually been in 2 pubs this entire week. Virtually everywhere we've moored has been out in the middle of nowhere. So much for tootling along the canals and calling into all the pubs. That hasn't happened. That is Watling Street as well, the Roman road there. I don't think I have ever been to Daventry before. Can't remember ever coming through here. So I'm just heading into town to get some supplies. There's a shop just round the corner. This is Welton Wharf. This is where we moored, I think the second night of the trip. And when you're in the cut, and the maps are not particularly detailed of what's just beyond here, so I've been for a walk, 10-minute walk, found a load of shops and a pub and a chip shop, not far from here at all, so on the outskirts of Daventry. And we're about to go that way through the Braunston Tunnel once again. I don't think they're there anymore, but when people are bombing up and down the M1, they haven't got a clue quite a lot of the time what is in the Northamptonshire countryside. I mean, I was surprised when I first went around where Princess Diana grew up and those areas around there. Althorpe Manor, beautiful rolling countryside, and that's really what we've been in the last few days. Just across towards the east is the motorway, and I think Daventry was the place where you used to have those huge masts. There was about 15-20 of them, and you still felt like you were a long way from home back then. I'm not sure those masts are there anymore now, but they're not far from really Rugby and the Watford Gap service station. So we were up near Watford Gap this morning, and we're now heading back up towards Braunston. So we've got the tunnel to do. It's been quite busy today. Lots of traffic's gone that way, so we're tootling along behind it now and get down some of the locks towards Braunston and move up there for the night. Right, so in we go. Another barge heading towards us down in the distance. Freezing in here. and this tunnel twists and turns, so I'm going to turn off for now and stick my gloves on and concentrate. It's really chilly in here at the moment. We're nearly out of the tunnel now. It's probably about another 200-300 yards to go. There is a boat behind us, making steady progress. We haven't actually passed anybody in here today. That is the view. That's the view looking towards the mouth of the tunnel at the far end, the portal. So for ages it's looked like a boat's been coming towards us, and then gradually as we've got nearer we've realised it is in fact the end of the tunnel at the northern portal. Julia's on the front of the boat, she's shining that torch. Got a big navigation light on as well, and we are linked by walkie-talkie. There we go, light at the end of the tunnel. It took about 20 minutes or so to get through. We didn't pass another boat on the way, which was also a bonus. Very handy. Meanwhile, halfway through the tunnel I could hear some horrendous screaming. Looking down the side of the boat thinking someone had fallen in. That was apparently the noise of our children being asked to do the washing up. How's this for a beautiful piece of engineering? This is a riveted narrowboat. Beautiful looking thing. And next to it is the Admiral Nelson pub at Braunston, which also looks quite inviting at this time of night. So we're going to moor up at some point shortly. Family that I'm travelling down the locks with at the moment have got to get up to Rugby tonight, so they've still got some work to do, but we will be mooring up shortly, and that will be the end of our day. It is dark, and the Admiral Nelson pub, which looked very inviting, is about 2 miles back up the canal. We looked to try and moor up around that area, but the lock pounds were quite small, so there were only room for about maybe 2 or 3 boats in each lock pound that could moor up and not interfere with the locks. So we ended up coming all the way down into Braunston, and then all of the area around Braunston Marina and all the way up the side of the canal was completely taken up with hire boats and boatyards and everything else. So we continued on, and then we continued on. We've come through Braunston Junction and out the other end. This is the route up towards Rugby. We have eventually found a mooring position, probably about I don't know, 300-400 yards outside the village. So this is where we are for the penultimate night, and it's pitch black.